Isolation has got me wanting to clean, so I thought I would start with my dressing table. So I basically have 2 of the IKEA Alex drawers. These are obviously quite popular in the beauty and blogging industry, so I'm sure you'll be no stranger to them. Starting off with this bottom drawer, this is what I use for my hair stuff, so my wands, my hairbrushes, and just some stuff like that, and I'll give it a bit of a wipe. This anti-back spray by Method is honestly the nicest spray I have ever encountered. It's wild rhubarb, and you know, usually you get that really like antiseptic-y smell and the cleaning smell. It literally just smells like rhubarb. So I'm going to start off with putting my hair stuff back in. A couple of things that I use, which I'll go through. I use this to dry my hair, so it needs some of the hair falling out, but basically this is a blow dry brush, and this is from Wall. So basically I don't use a hairdryer anymore. I used to, but it blew up, so I transferred over to this and I actually prefer it. You get this head and also a thinner one, but as I have really thick hair, that never ever gets used by me. I wish they did a thicker one than this, but it is a perfect size for, I have thick medium length hair, so if you are looking for something, this would be great. If you have got really long hair, I probably wouldn't recommend this, as it would feel like it would take you a while. This curling wand here, so this is from Amazon, and again this is sort of the medium length barrel. However, it does come with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different heads. So it comes with like a chopstick one, and then this is the next one up from that, and then this is again the next one up from that. This is the one that I use the most. This is the second to biggest, and this big thick one, place that in there. So I was thinking about getting some of the little cup holder things for the side of my dressing table, so I can pop them and keep them at the side and always keep them plugged in, but I need to have a look because I could only find a black one earlier. And then these are going to go in with it as well. So push those to the back. Hairbrushes. So I've got this one, this one, this one, and this one, which are like my general brushing ones. They're not even my blow dry brush ones, but if I'm being honest, I only ever use this wet brush, and I love this one so much. I love the design. I got this from Home Sense. Yeah, Home Sense. So this is basically the only one that I use, and that's my most used. So this one I used to use a lot before I got the other one, but I preferred that one, but I am going to keep this one as well. But I don't see the need to keep these two, to be honest. I feel like I'm just hoarding hairbrushes for no reason. I mean, the paddle one is good to have, but then I have a paddle one there, so maybe I'll keep 2 paddle brushes. So I'll pop that one down there like that, and this one's gonna go. Blow dry brushes. So I actually did used to have more of these. God knows what I've done with them, but these are my brushes that I used to blow dry because I don't have a hairdryer at the minute. God, they need cleaning. And because I don't have a hairdryer at the minute, I've not been using these, but I am going to be getting one in the future, so I am going to keep those 2. Also just found another little hairbrush. This is handy for taking in your handbag on a night out or for travelling, so I am going to keep that one too. Just going to pop that one underneath there. This is a glove that I got with the wand set, so I'm going to keep this. I don't use it that often, to be honest. Roll that up and pop it in there. My Fern McCann hairspray from Poundland. I have this Living Proof blowout spray. This is an oil which I use before blow drying because it's one specifically for curls. I love this. I love the way it feels. Just run it through the end, put it in my fingertips, run it through the ends of my hair, and I just find that it works amazing. So this organisation is going to be subject to, I really want to find some really good trays and drawer organisers. I've been looking online pretty much all afternoon and not really found a lot that basically don't cost an arm and a leg. I know in America they have the Container Store and they have tons of stuff on there, but the shipping is ridiculous. So this drawer is actually embarrassing. This is where I keep all of my sort of deodorants, tans, like travel products, stuff like that. Very embarrassing. Honestly, it is a mess. I don't know when I let it get like this, if I'm being truly honest. So I'm going to take everything out, set it all out, and then we're going to go through and see what it is that I actually need to keep. So now what I'm going to do is go through all the products, see what I've got which I don't need, which I imagine will be quite a lot of stuff, and then just pop it all in and try and get some, just a bit of sense to it basically. No introduction needed. Deodorant, this is a spare one, so I'm going to pop all the spares right at the back. Spare shower gel for when I go to the gym. If I'm ever getting showered and changed there, I like to have something like this. This smells incredible. It is a coconut flavour, so that's the spare. That's going right at the back. This is the Secret deodorant, and basically I got these when I was on holiday in America, and I had seen someone recommend these and say like, oh, they're the best deodorant I've ever used, blah blah, and I hated roll-ons. I always used to use spray deodorants, and then when I went on holiday I'm like, oh, I'm just going to try it and see what I think, and then I tried it and I actually couldn't believe how amazing it was. So these are literally like $1. You get them for like Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but over here you can't get them, you have to get them like delivered. So I picked up 4 of these, and it lasts forever. Like, I'm still using my first one and I got back in August. The next thing I'm gonna sort is this just mishmash of stuff that I've put in this tray. So I don't need all this, and I'm gonna sort through it and then show you the stuff that I'm keeping. I've just popped in here some miniature and some sort of travel stuff. So I've just got a couple of little mini Body Shop things, some hand cream, some eye drops, a little toothpaste, mini deodorant, a little body scrub, black safety pins. These are probably the best thing I've ever bought in terms of fashion. I'm not even joking, the amount of times that this has come into handy. So the next thing I've picked up are some tans. So this is a Primark tan. This I use mainly when I want like a really like heavy tan kind of thing, and this is the Bondi Sands liquid, like a dry oil. So it's like a dry oil, you spray it on and it smells like coconut. Obviously if you haven't tried any Bondi Sands tan stuff, you need to, because they're amazing. It's about having a play around with your setup and how you want things to look. So don't be afraid to keep taking things out and reorganising them. Obviously it's completely up to you how it looks. Neutrogena Hydro Boost cleanser. It's like a cleansing milk. I didn't really warm to this, to be honest, which is why it was put in here, but I might bring it back out again and try it again. Some like T-zone strips. So that's sort of dentist things. So I have a couple of different ones, and I think probably my favourite are these Biore nose strip. I'm just going to keep a couple of them aside. And ideally I would like to have a bit more of some kind of organisation to this stuff, because I don't quite like the way that it's set up, but it's more about decluttering at this point and then going back in to find a suitable arrangement. So this next drawer, it is manic. So there are some things in here that could, well, should and could and will go into the next drawer down. So again, deodorant, that's empty. Bloody hell, right? This is another tan that I use, and this is just like a gradual moisturising one. I must have purchased 6 of these because I've still got one, yeah, in my top drawer, and this is another spare, so that needs to go back with those other ones. I do have in these ones these containers, so I might switch these over to the next drawer down. So it obviously isn't as aesthetically pleasing as some things, but then sometimes it's got to be functional, and you have to have things. Just because it doesn't all match doesn't mean that it's not any good, but at least it's tidier in these little containers now. Yeah, I prefer that so much better. Let me just show you. That looks so much tidier. So I'm going to take these deodorants, I'm just going to place these at the back. That's the brilliant thing about the Alex drawers, is that they're so long. So that's just going to sit in there like that. And I think I'm going to transfer over some of the stuff in this one, which has got tons and tons of crap in basically, and some of the stuff in this what I've just piled on because it doesn't look great, and I'm just going to pop those in there as well. Keep having a play around until you've got all of this stuff in that you want. So I think I'm going to find a new home for this stuff because I'm quite liking the way that this looks now. It's very organised. So in this second drawer, this is the bit that I couldn't clean, really annoying. I would like to keep things that I reach for more often. So these would be my daily makeup, and I've currently been taking everything out of this bag as and when, but I really want it to be more organised and just take it out when I come to actually use things. So I'm just going to start my powders at the front here. So I'm probably going to put highlighters towards the back, and my blushes and bronzer towards the front. That looks a little bit better, like that. So in this middle one, I'm going to pop those primers and illuminators. They're going to go in there. And then in this one, I'm going to keep my concealers and sort of foundation sticks. They can go like that. That can go in there. So in here, I'm going to put my foundations that I reach for on a daily basis. I'm also going to put my Becca setting spray in with the primers and the illuminators. So that is all of those in for now. Another blurring primer to go in. And I've also, just going to come back to that one. I also started, whilst I was waiting for my battery, I'll start again. My camera battery to sort itself out. I started putting some stuff in here. So this is some lashes and some more setting sprays. There's another glow highlighter there, and in the back of these ones I'm going to put some of my lip stuff. Pop some of the, I'll probably separate them, so I'll do lipsticks and glosses separately like that. I'm just going to pop this mascara and brow gel down there. This in here is, like I said, I've just put lashes, a couple of sprays, and I'm just going to pop that lash glue in there. I've started lipsticks, lip glosses, and I'll pop some lip liners in this one here. So in this top drawer, basically, I have a organiser like the last one. I just put all of my most used skincare stuff into this one. So these are just the things that I reach for and I want quick access to sort of on a daily basis. So I'm just gonna take these things out of here and I'm gonna give it a quick wipe. then there are some stains from things in here that are really difficult to get off because makeup can be quite difficult. So that's okay. So a lot of the things that I reach for on a daily basis are things like my Nivea moisturiser, which I don't keep in my skincare fridge. If you haven't checked out my skincare fridge video, I'll put it in a little link at the top now. There we go. So it's a Garnier Micellar Water, the Saint-Tropez Gradual Face Tanner, and then I've got a spare Nivea Soft, which I'm going to pop at the back there. A couple of things what I have in here that I don't necessarily need is like the Clinique Pep Start, the cleanser. Don't tend to use that. My lip balm, and there's a shampoo in here which I don't need, an old eye gel that can go, the Elemis Enzyme Peel, which I'm doing once a week, my beloved deodorant, which I can actually tell is on the way out now. It's very light. I'm going to put some stuff, I usually keep it in this one, but it's this little tub here, but it's looking a bit battered, so I'm just going to pop them over. And basically like to have access to scrunchies and bobbles and stuff like that, although I have been recently, I have been a little bit blown away by Lydia Elise Millen's scrunchy bowl things that she has in the dressing room, and now I really want them. So I might have to actually invest in something like that. This is a crap micellar water that I bought. That's going in the bin. Batiste I use quite a lot. I was gonna keep this in my bottom drawer, but because I reach for it a lot, as do my hairbrush, I think these are going to go into my into the top drawer just for easy access. That one in there, and I'm just going to put in my most used hairbrush as well. They will fit quite nicely in there together. So now we've got some of my daily products that I use skincare wise, which are not in my skincare fridge. And then we've got my Batiste and my hairbrush, which I use every day. Scrunchie, there are some there are tons of scrunchies everywhere around my room because I use them a lot. So yeah. The other stuff what I was keeping in here definitely didn't need to stay in here. So this is the top drawer, and as I just mentioned earlier, this is the things that I want like quick and easy access to. So moisturiser, micellar water, face wipes, which I have got stored somewhere, so I need to put those in here. I use face wipes as well, so I think that looks fine. And the next drawer down, so this is my personal makeup collection. I've separated into powders, and this is primers, illuminators and sprays, foundations, concealers and foundation sticks, and then some spare foundations at the back, and just a space to pop some other things in there. This next drawer down, we've popped in lashes and lash glue, a couple more sprays, and then at the back we've separated this into lipsticks, lip glosses and lip liners, which none of my stuff is, and I know that they're all in handbags, or in my handbag, or in my other travel bag. Next up is this drawer here, so this is the fourth drawer down. So although this might look pretty packed up, it makes sense. So there's deodorants and spares and stuff like that in there. And then here I've just got some cotton wool pads, some gloves and razors and spare toothpaste and stuff like that. And I have just popped all of the spare stuff right at the back. Finally is the bottom drawer, and this just holds in my brushes and my wands, my blow dry brush and some hair care product. And here is the finished product, if you will. So thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. This is actually part 1 of 2, which will be coming, and that would be my other set of drawers. So it isn't over yet, but I'm really happy with the way this is organised now. It's functional and it looks good, and yeah, it just makes it really satisfying. So if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. 'Cause I've been running round in circles screaming.